Okay, so here's another quick tip. Okay, so you've got your clips here, and we've got it selected to all clips, so we're seeing everything now. All right, we're not hiding anything. And then I mentioned earlier that you could click here and sort things by name. Another thing that you can do, instead of going into that window, is just go into this window where we change the size and the length of the clips. I'm going to take it back to where they're all just thumbnails. All right, and we can sort them here by the name, and so now they'll adjust, or I can sort them by when they were created. So if you know you shot on several different days, you can sort it that way. That helps it easy, makes it easier to find it. You can do it that way. So there's that little function right there that sorts it. But another helpful tip is using keywords. And it kind of depends on how big your project is, whether it's worth the time to do this or not. It also depends on if you're working with multiple people. If you're working with a whole lot of different people, this becomes much more helpful. And this is a way of basically sort of like creating folders for organizing the clips. So if I take this clip right here, I want to add a keyword to it. So it's sort of like tagging it. All right. So right here is a key. All right, a key icon. When you click that, then it brings up this, and it shows some words that have already been used in the past. So it's sort of suggesting, okay, you want to use this. Well, let's say that I just want to have a separation between all the different scenes. So I know that this came from scene 5 because it's 5-1. So I can just call it that. All right, so you type it, you hit return, there it is. It offers you that for the next one. All right, so I could do that with several different ones. So that's scene 6. All right, and then let's say that I also want to say that that's an interior. I just click that right there, clicking the number, and then it pops up there, and then that becomes one of the keywords for that particular shot. All right, so that's an interior. Now here's an interior shot, so I'm going to click that. And notice I can do several at once. I don't have to do them individually. These are all interior shots. So I'm going to click all of these. So I'm holding down my command key and then clicking them all. And then I hit the 4 right there. All of those are marked. Now you notice that a blue line has appeared. When there's a blue line, that means there's the keyword attached to it. All right, so now let's say later I want to find all of those. If you notice when you have an event right here, then if you click the little triangle, these little words pop up, and those are keywords. So if I wanted all the scenes just from scene 5, I click that, and it's just going to show me that one, because I just put 1 in scene 5. It should just show me 1 when I click scene 6. All right, but then when I click interior, where I just put all those, it shows me all my interior shots. So it's an easy way to organize them, the way that you want. I'm not sure that necessarily doing interior is the best thing. It's probably better just to label them by the scene number. And so that way, when you get ready to edit that one scene, then you can just pull up just those shots, and it's not all cluttered with all the other shots from all the different scenes. Okay, so let's say you got all organized, but then you suddenly decided that you don't want all those keywords. You got all these different keywords here, and let's say first of all you just don't want them on a certain clip. What you can do is you can click on the clip, bring up the keyword keyword window. All right, so we're doing it by hitting the key. All right, now you can probably guess what the shortcut is, but if not, it's right there in the little tooltip. So it's Command K, brings it up. All right, let's say that on this one I do not want the interior. I can simply click on that and go here, delete interior, and it's gone. Okay, so there's no more blue line on that. Or I could do that with several at once if I wanted to get rid of a bunch of them. So I could just choose several ones. So if I click here, it says interior, get rid of it, just highlight it, hit delete, and those no longer have those keywords on them. Now, what I could do is, let's see, because I've got one here. Let's say I had a bunch of keywords on it. I can just click right here and say remove all keywords, and all the keywords that were on it would go away. Now let's say we've got some stuff up here that we're not going to use at all. So for instance, right here it says graded, as in color graded. Let's say that I'm not going to use that one anymore. I can right click, say delete keyword collection, and it's gone completely. All right, so that's the way to kind of undo mistakes that you may have made. Something else you can do with this search function is you can create what they call a smart collection. So we've got it narrowed down here to scene 5 and interior. All right, and so that's what we're searching for. So if I want to do a smart collection, I do that, and then it gives me a chance to title it. So for that, I would do 5 and interior. And so now I don't have to bring that back up again. So the next time I want that same search, I can just click on that and it'll show me those shots. So that's another great way of organizing things. And then it ends up with, you end up with a different looking icon than you have with the keywords. So now that you've got that smart collection, you can then take that and move it to this folder called Smart Collections, and when you do that, it will be available in there, but it'll also still be here. It doesn't disappear from there when you move it up here. So if you look at this folder, there are already some preset smart collections created for you. So, you know, for all your video, audio only, favorites. This one just shows you what projects you have, which sometimes they're hard to find. You have a bunch of projects and a whole bunch of clips, so there they are.